ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति 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 हरि ओम। श्रीमान वेंकटनाथार्य कवितार्किक केसरी वेदांताचार्य वर्यो मे सन्निधत्तां सदा हृदि। We are studying the Prabhava Paddhati, the third chapter of Paduka Sahasram of Vedanta Deshika. Today we will study the 68th verse of the Paduka Sahasram and the 38th verse of the third chapter, Prabhava Paddhati. So, from the previous some verses we have seen, Vedanta Deshika has changed the meter and he has also changed the tone of his Paduka Sahasra. He is now connecting the Paduka with the feet of Lord Ranganatha, as he has done earlier also. And now he is saying in this 38th verse of this chapter, Madhu Vairi Parigraheshu Nityam Kshamaya Tvam Mani Paduke Sameta Tadapi Shamase Nakim Paresham Tridashadishwara Shekhare Nivesham. So here Vedanta Deshika employs what is called as Shlesha Alankara. This is a figure of speech. It's a tool which is used when more than one meaning is assigned to a word. It's called Shlesha. So here Vedanta Deshika is employing that figure of speech and he says Mani Paduke. He's addressing the Paduka. He's saying, "Oh Paduka." What kind of Paduka? Mani Paduka. Paduka which has gem set on it. Paduka or footwear of Lord Ranganatha which has gem or precious stones embedded on it. Mani Paduke. Tvam, you, Madhu Vairi Parigraheshu Nityam Kshamaya Sameta. What are you doing? You are always Madhu Vairi. Madhu Vairi means the enemy of Madhu. The Asura named Madhu. So Madhu Kaitava. The Asuras who have been killed by Lord Vishnu. So Madhu Vairi. So that's why it's called Madhu. He is called Madhusudana, one who has killed Madhu, Asura named Madhu. So Madhu Vairi, the enemy of the Asura named Madhu. Parigraheshu. So you are Parigraheshu of those things or articles used by Madhu Vairi. That means of those articles which are used by Lord Ranganatha. Of those articles which are used by Lord Ranganatha, you are Nityam, always, Kshamaya Sameta. So here Paduka is feminine gender and Sameta, you are with in feminine gender. With what? Kshamaya. You are with the earth. One meaning of Kshama is earth. And another meaning is patience. So that is where Shlesha Alankara is used. Both Kshama and patience. So you are patiently carrying or protecting the feet of Lord Ranganatha. You are patiently protecting the feet of Lord Ranganatha. You're also among the articles used by Lord Ranganatha. You are the article which is constantly connected to earth, because you are the footwear of Lord Ranganatha. So you are always connected to earth. You are also patient. Tadapi, even though you are patient, even though that is the case, we do see what? Paresham Tridashadishwara Shekhare. So Shekhare in the crowns, on the crowns, crown of whom? Tridasha Adishwara means crown of those gods, devas. Tridashadishwara means devas or gods. So though you are patient of all the articles used by Lord Ranganatha, you are constantly patient, or you are constantly connected to the earth, though that is the case. And so patiently you are protecting the feet of Lord Ranganatha. Though that is the case, you paresham of other people, means other people, Tridashadishwara Shekhare Nivesham. To keep Nivesham, to keep Tridashadishwara Shekhare on the crowns or on the heads of gods, devas. Kimna Kshamase, why are you not patient, or why are you not tolerating that? So the idea is, you tolerate everything. You are the only article that is parigraheshu, that means article accepted or utilized by Lord Ranganatha. Of those articles, you are the only article which tolerates everything, Shama, or which is connected to earth, or you are patient. But somehow you are not at all tolerating the fact that you don't allow any other thing to be kept on the head of the other gods. You don't allow, other than you, nothing else can be kept on the head of gods. So gods have a partiality towards you. They prefer you, Paduka. Why? Because you are always in contact with earth. But that is very tolerant. But you don't tolerate any other object being worn or put on the head of the gods. So here, Vedanta Deshika is in an indirect manner praising Paduka. He is as though apparently not praising Paduka, but as though he is finding fault with Paduka. He is finding a mistake there. But in reality, he is praising the Paduka. That means all the devatas, all the gods, they really prefer the Paduka. They prefer Paduka to be kept on their heads. So that is being presented by Vedanta Deshika as though the Paduka does not allow other objects to be kept on the head of devas, as though the Paduka is jealous and intolerant or impatient towards other objects which are there in which can be kept on the head of the gods. Even other objects or articles which are used by Lord Ranganatha. Even those articles are not generally kept. Generally, only Paduka is kept on the head of the other devas, or the other gods also like only to keep the paduka on their heads, so, or on their crowns. So this is what is told here. So in Daya Shataka of Vedanta Deshika, this karuna or mercy or compassion of Lord has been also portrayed as opposite, nishkaruna. That means absence of compassion or mercy. So that same technique is employed by Vedanta Deshika here. He presents the glory of Paduka, that it is most coveted, most desired, and the devas or gods only want this to be kept on their head. That is presented as though it is a jealousy that is of the Paduka. Paduka is jealous of other objects. So in this interesting manner, in a fine manner, Vedanta Deshika explains or presents the importance or the power of Paduka, the glory of Paduka, which can protect even gods, which later on Vedanta Deshika will explain further in the coming verses. Then in the 39th verse of the Prabhava Paddhati, third chapter of Paduka Sahasram, or 69th verse of this Paduka Sahasram, he says, Dutayam pratiyanti ranga bhartuhu katichit kanchana paduke sharanyam abhayan vitam agrimam karamva bhavati shekaritam padambujamva. Again, he is addressing the Paduka. He says, Kanchana paduke. That means, O Paduka, which is golden. Kanchana paduke. Katichit. Katichit. Some people. Some people, what kind of people? People who are fortunate. People who are fortunate. Those people who know your glory. People who are wise, knowing people. Katichit. What do they do? Ranga bhartuhu. Ranga bhartuhu. Belonging to Ranganatha. Lord Ranganatha or Lord Ranganathas. Lord Ranganathas. Abhayan vitam. Agrimam karamva. So Abhayan vitam, that which offers Abhaya. Abhaya hasta. Hasta means hand. That which offers or that which gives fearlessness. Abhaya means fear. Abhaya means fearlessness. So that which bestows fearlessness. Abhayan vitam. Or agrimam. Or that is the hand which is held out in front, agrimam. It is stretched out in front. It is agrimam. That hand. That hand, bhavati. Bhavati means, because Paduka is in the feminine gender, so bhavati, by you, bhavati. Shekharitam. Shekharitam. You, that which has been Shekharitam, that which has been made the ornament of head. That which has been made the ornament of head. What has been made the ornament of head? Means you have made it an ornament of the head. What? The pada, the feet of Lord Ranganatha. Because the Paduka, it protects Lord Ranganatha's feet. And so it is as though Lord Ranganatha's feet, they are the ornament of Paduka. They are the ornament of Paduka. They are the jewel, crown jewel of Paduka. Because they are below the feet of Lord Ranganatha. So what have you done? You have made that feet, those feet, you have made it into or converted it into your ornament of your head. Pada Ambujam Va. So it is like, what is that? It is the feet of Lord Ranganatha, which is like Pada Ambujam, which is like lotus. Ambujam means lotus. So it is like lotus, lotus like feet. So either the hand which is stretched out, whose hand? Lord Ranganatha's hand, God, Lord Vishnu's hand, which is stretched out in the pose of Abhaya, in the posture of Abhaya. That means Abhaya Hasta, Abhaya Dana, means Lord is bestowing, granting fearlessness. Lord is bestowing or granting fearlessness. So that pose, Abhaya Hasta. So either that or the lotus like feet of Lord, which is, O Paduka, you are Kanchana Paduke, your golden Paduka. But even though your golden Paduka, you need or you have made Lord's feet as your ornament. You have made Lord's feet as your ornament. So that ornament, either that, Padambujam Va, Dvitayam Sharanyam Pratiyanti. So of these two, Dvitayam, these two Sharanyam Pratiyanti. Pratiyanti means they believe, they are convinced, they have this faith. What? Sharanyam, that they protect. They protect. So who believe this? Katichit. Some people. What kind of people? People who have known the glory of Lord Ranganatha. People who know God's glory. People who have experienced God's glory. People who have understood God's glory. Those people who are fortunate. Why fortunate? Because unless you are fortunate, you cannot understand the ununderstandable, indescribable glory of God. You cannot understand the inexplicable glory of God. So if you understand or you get an idea, you don't really understand, you get an idea. So if you get an idea of that glory, that is because you are fortunate. That's because you are fortunate. Otherwise, you cannot understand. So these people, they are very fortunate. And also they have understood. They are wise people, W-I-S-E. Wise people. They are wise people. They are having wisdom because they have understood what Lord Ranganatha, the glory of Lord Ranganatha, they have understood. Also, they have also understood your glory. They have understood your glory. The glory of Paduka. The glory of Paduka also they have understood. So they are great. So these people, they have firm conviction. They have unshakable conviction or belief that the hand of Lord Ranganatha, which is stretched out in the pose of Abhaya Dana, in the pose of bestowing fearlessness. That is how that hand is, bestowing fearlessness. And also the Paduka, which has taken as its ornament, means you have taken it to be ornament. What is ornament? The feet of Lord Ranganatha, you have made your ornament, Bhavati. So you have made ornament of the feet of Lord Ranganatha. So they think, these people, they think that Sharanyam Pratiyanti, that these two, the Hasta and also the feet, they will give refuge. So they are Katichit. They are, so they, again, some people, it is not everyone. Though everyone can see the feet of Lord Ranganatha. See means If one goes to the temple, people are shown the feet of Lord Ranganatha. Anyone who goes to the temple can have the darshana of the feet of Lord Ranganatha. Anyone who goes to the temple can have the darshana of the Abhaya Mudra, of the pose of fearlessness, granting, bestowing fearlessness to the devotees. Anyone can see this. Everyone can see this. But do they believe? They don't. That is the difference. So everyone can see, but we don't believe in that. So we see the feet of Lord Ranganatha. Sometimes we bow down our head and the feet is placed on our head. That means the, not feet, the paduka. The paduka is placed on our head. That also we get. But do we have faith? Pratiyanti. So do we have faith that this Abhaya Hasta, or this hand which has been stretched by Lord Ranganatha, bestowing fearlessness? What fearlessness of what? Fear from what? Fear from the misery of this world. Fear of the misery of this world. Fear of death, destruction. Fear of so many other problems, suffering. So we don't believe that Lord Ranganatha's hand which has been stretched out, giving us protection from fear, giving us the assurance of Abhaya. So in the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna says, Yoga Kshemam Vahamyaham. I will take care of the sustenance and the accumulation. Yoga means whatever has to be brought or whatever has to be gathered for the sake of one's subsistence. And Kshema means to maintain whatever has been gathered. So Yoga Kshemam, for a devotee who is completely devoted to me, says Lord Krishna, Bhagavan Shri Krishna, for that person, I take care of this acquisition and maintenance, that I take care. But do we believe this assurance? We don't. That's why Katichit. Only some people believe. Very few people who are fortunate, who have understood the glory of Lord Ranganatha. They believe. And so, in the Bhagavad Gita, towards the end of the Bhagavad Gita, which is considered to be the last shloka or the last verse or the supreme verse of Bhagavad Gita, Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. In the 18th chapter, it is the 66th shloka. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Do not fear, do not grieve, ma shucha. Why? Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami. I will free you, I will liberate you from all your papa wrongdoings. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Giving up all the dharmas, all swabhava, all your nature. Seek refuge in me alone. Mamekam. In me alone. That means don't seek refuge in something else. Seek refuge in God. Sharanam vraja. Aham tva sarva papebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. I will free you from all the wrongdoings, all the sins, and don't grieve. Don't grieve. So this Abhaya, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. This is the Abhaya. This is the bestowing of fearlessness of Lord Ranganatha. And then there is where Sharanam Vraja, Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. You just surrender to me. Seek refuge in me. So when we say Sharanam Vraja, automatically in our mind, what does what comes to our mind? The feet come to our mind. The feet. So Lord Ranganatha's feet. Lord Ranganatha's feet. That is what is told in this shloka here. Dvitayam pratiyanti, Sharanyam pratiyanti. These two things they consider to be their protection. They consider to be their protection. These two things. What are the two things? Abhaya Hasta, the hand which has been stretched in the pose of protection, Abhaya Hasta, pose of fearlessness, the hand which has been stretched to offer, bestow fearlessness. That, and also the 2 feet. 2 feet which have been made as an ornament by you, O Paduka. You are wearing those 2 feet on your head. You are wearing those 2 feet on your head. So these 2 feet. That is the idea. 2 feet you are wearing on your head. So these 2 feet. So when we say Sharanam Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, when we say Mamekam Sharanam Vraja, when Lord Ranganatha or Bhagavan Shri Krishna, when he says that, then automatically we get an idea of the feet. Because when someone seeks refuge, it is the feet we think of. And Mameva means Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. And here Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. That is the Mameva means Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami Masucha. Mame means I myself. Mamekam, only me. Me alone. So here, what is the idea? This is the Abhaya Mudra. This is the Abhaya Mudra. Abhaya Mudra, that is the hand, right hand, which Lord Ranganatha has lifted and is showing this right hand, giving fearlessness. Giving fearlessness. So in Triplicane, in Chennai, there is this Parthasarathi temple. So Parthasarathi temple, the image of Sri Krishna there is of the Parthasarathi, charioteer of Arjuna. So he's standing there. His face is bruised and he is standing there with one cane in his hand, and Abhaya Hasta is also there. Another hand is pointing to the feet. So both are there. The left hand points to the feet. That is the installed image there. And the image which is used for celebrations called the Utsava Murti, that has got Abhaya Hasta. The right hand is bestowing fearlessness, Abhaya Mudra. So a person who has understood the glory of Lord Ranganatha considers both of these to be, or has faith that both of these means both these things, Abhaya Hasta and the feet of Lord Ranganatha, they are the refuge. They are the refuge. So God, Aham Tva Sarva Papebhyo Mokshayishyami. So if we are Samarpana, if we surrender ourselves to Lord, then Lord will accept all our burden. Lord will accept all our misdeeds, all our wrongdoings, all our wrong understanding. Why? Because if we accept Lord is the be all and end all of this universe, so very few people can accept that. Sahasranam manusheshu kaschid yatati siddhaye. Yatatam api siddhanam kaschinmam veti tattvata. Tatvatah mam veti kaschit veti. Only few people, they truly understand me. Sahasranam manusheshu, among thousands of human beings. So thousands means not among thousands, billions of human beings. Some people yatati siddhaye, attain, they try, attempt for becoming perfect. Perfect means to understand who is behind all this. Some people try. Yatatam api siddhanam kaschin mam veti tatvata. So even among those who try, only very few people understand me truly. So God is understood by very few people. That's why Katichit. Very few people. Very few people. Why? Because it is difficult to understand, difficult to have belief. Some people say, oh, everyone can believe. No. Belief is also difficult to have. Because only when you completely surrender, you can have belief. If you don't completely surrender, you don't have belief. You have to completely surrender. One has to completely surrender. Not having any kind of endeavor. Complete surrender. Sarvarambha parityagi. A person who has given up all arambha, all undertakings. Complete surrender. That is what is told here. So, of these two, now, why here Lord Ranganatha's Abhaya Hasta has been referred? So, Abhaya Hasta is there, and also it is Agrima, it is stretched in front. So, it is first, it comes, the hand comes first. But when somebody is surrendering to a person, we are bowing down to that person. Then first feet comes. We first see the feet. We are surrendering. So there is an approach of submission. There is an attitude of surrender. When we do that, we first see the feet and only then we see the hands. So the idea is, if you surrender to Lord Ranganatha, automatically you will be fearless. If you surrender to God, there is no cause for fear then. Because God will take care of everything. Sri Ramakrishna talks about how a monkey, the child of a monkey, a small baby monkey tries to catch on to the mother monkey and so sometimes falls. Whereas a kitten is caught by the mother cat and so it does not fall. So one has to completely surrender to Lord. If one completely surrenders to God, then one does not have to worry anything. If one does not have to worry about anything, then that person becomes Abhaya. That person becomes fearless. That person becomes fearless. So, Abhaya Hasta, Lord Ranganatha's Abhaya Hasta, the hand which is bestowing fearlessness, that will come. So, suppose somebody is going and bowing down to Lord Ranganatha at the feet. At the feet, one bows down and then gets up and sees the Abhaya Hasta, the feet which are stretched. So if you are a devotee, if you constantly think of the Lord, then Lord will take care of everything. You don't need to worry. You don't need to worry at all. The problem comes when we think that we are Lord. In English, there is a phrase playing God. We always try to play God. So that is why the problem is. Otherwise, there is no problem. And so here, Vedanta Deshika is trying to show the importance of Paduka. So Paduka has become important because it has made the feet of Lord Ranganatha as its ornament, as its ornament, ornament to be worn on the head, ornament. Because it is ornament, so once if you see the importance of head, and the head is the feet of Lord Ranganatha, and that has been made the ornament. Also, Paduka is very important. Paduka is very important. If you surrender to the Paduka, then automatically you get surrendered to the feet, and automatically you get the Abhaya Dana, the guarantee of fearlessness from Lord Ranganatha. So this is the idea about Parthasarathi temple. If one goes to Parthasarathi temple, there is a plaque there, just in front of the temple, where Swami Vivekananda's words are written there. When he came to India, returned to India from the West, and when he was in Chennai, then called Madras, for 9 days, he lectured in Triplicane. And then he said, go now this minute to Parthasarathi. So Parthasarathi signifies that image of charioteer, king charioteer, or Krishna charioteer of a king. So a chauffeur, a driver, one can say, of Arjuna. So Partha means Pritha, that means Kunti's son, Partha. Parthas means Arjuna. Arjuna's Sarathi, charioteer, Sarathi. So Ratha is chariot, Sarathi is the charioteer. So he is there. This form of Partha Sarathi. So Swamiji says, Swami Vivekananda says, this form gives us strength. It gives us courage. It gives us fearlessness. So this is a form which gives us the idea to do something, to put effort, to put endeavor. So go and see the temple of Parthasarathi and gain some kind of motivation from that, gain inspiration from that. That's what Swamiji says. So that Parthasarathi is here being shown as an image, or Lord Ranganatha, who is at the same time giving us the importance of both the feet and the Abhaya Mudra. Abhaya Mudra means the mudra, or the hand gesture, which signifies bestowing fearlessness, Abhaya. Then in the 70th verse of Paduka Sahasram, or 40th verse of Prabhava Paddhati, that is this chapter, third chapter of Paduka Sahasram, Vedanta Deshika says, Bharata Ashvasaneshu Pada Shabdam Vasudha Shrota Samudbhavo Munindraha Patati Tvai Paduke Tatastvam Niyatam Ramapadad Abhinna Bhuma. Here again, he is addressing the Paduka, and he is making an interesting remark. He says, Paduke, O Paduka, Vasudha Shrotra Samudbhavaha. Samudbhavaha, one who has come out, or one who has born. Samudbhava, Samyak Udbhava, one who has completely born out of Vasudha Shrotra. Shrotra means here ear of Vasudha. Vasudha means earth. So one who has come out of the ear of earth, Bhumi. So one who has come out of the ear of earth, that is an ant hill. Ant hill. So it's called Valmika. In Sanskrit, it is called Valmika. So that has got so many layers, and it is from it on top of earth. So it has been compared to the ears of earth. Ears of earth. So Vasudha Shrotra, ear of earth. Samudbhavaha, one who has come out of that. Who? Valmiki, one who came out of anthill. Valmiki. Munindraha is the Indraha. He is the Indraha, or he is the Lord or the leader of Muni. Muni means a sage, one who has controlled one's mind. That is Muni. So Valmiki is here told to be best among the sages. Munindraha. Munindraha. Bharata Ashvasaneshu. Bharata Ashvasaneshu. Ashvasana means solace, that which gives comfort. To whom? Bharata. So Valmiki is talking about Bharata's consolation, or Bharata's getting solace. Bharata, that is brother of Lord Ramachandra, getting solace. Twai, you are Pada Shabdam Patati. Patati means he refers, Patati, or writes. So Valmiki has written the Ramayana. We all know that. And in the Ramayana, he refers to you, Paduka. He refers to you as the solace, Pada Shabdam. He refers to you by using the word Pada. Pada means feet or foot. Whose foot? Lord Ranganatha's foot. Pada means Lord Ranganatha's foot. And Valmiki, that is who has come out of the ear of earth, anthill, he is making reference to that you are what? You are the footwear. But he is referring to you using the word Pada Shabdam Patati. Using the word Shabdam Pada means using the word feet or foot. So using the word foot, he is referring to you. Tataha, therefore, Tvam, you, Ramapadat, from the feet of Rama, Abhinna, in non-different, Bhuma Niyatam. You are Bhuma, means you are known, or you are you have this glory. Niyatam, definitely. So definitely you are glorious. Indeed you are glorious. Why? Because Valmiki in his Ramayana refers to you, that is Paduka, and he uses the word Pada, foot. And so therefore you are not different from Rama Padad Abhinna. You are not different. Abhinna means you are not different, or you are identical. You are identical to Rama Pada, Lord Rama's feet, Sri Rama's feet. So you are not different from the feet of Lord Rama. Why? Because Valmiki, he uses the word foot for you. Instead of saying Paduka, he is using the word Pada. So here, when Rama went to the forest in exile, Bharata could not bear that separation. So he went to Rama and he met and he said that no, you have to come. You have to rule. And so as a different arrangement, Lord Rama, he gave his Paduka, footwear, to Bharata. And Bharata took that footwear, kept it on the throne, and said that it is his brother Rama who is ruling that kingdom, Ayodhya, ruling the kingdom. So he looked at the footwear or paduka of Lord Rama and actually considered it on a par with Rama himself. But here Vedanta Deshika is saying that when Valmiki is describing this, and later also, whenever Bharata feels very sad because he is away from his brother who he loves very much. So, because he is away from him, Lord Ranganatha or Lord Ramachandra, Sri Ramachandra. So, because he is away, whenever he is feeling very bad, he goes to this Paduka of Lord Ramachandra, and he gets solace. He gets solace. So the Bharata is looking at the Paduka of Lord Ramachandra as identical to the feet of Lord Ramachandra. As identical to the feet of Lord Ramachandra. So it is an Ashvasana, it is a solace, it's a consolation. Ashvasana means consolation or solace. Consolation of what? Consolation for grief. Grief for what? Grief for being separated from Sri Rama. It's a consolation. So this consolation was given to whom? It was given to Bharata. Bharata was consoled. Similarly, Paduka, if we bow down to Paduka, there is another meaning which comes out here. Paduka will give us Ashvasana from the miseries of this world. Whatever Bhagavan Shri Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Anityam Asukam Lokam Imam Prapya Bhajasvamam. So having attained this Anityam, impermanent, temporary, Asukam, that which gives you sorrow, Lokam, universe, Imam Prapya Bhajasvamam. After attaining this, you Mam Bhajasva, you just worship me. You just worship me. And so, if we are in trouble, if we are in suffering, we are in trouble, at that time, if we bow down to Paduka, which is identical with Lord Rama's feet or Lord Ranganatha's feet. So, there is really no difference between the Pada, feet of Lord Ranganatha or Lord Rama, and the Paduka. So if a person is sad or has got sorrow, that person can bow down to the Paduka. And the Paduka will give Ashvasana. Why sorrow? Maybe because of one's sorrow will come because one finds oneself separate from the Lord. Separate from the Lord means not thinking about Lord. Then sorrow will automatically come. So then one has to surrender to the Paduka. Then this sorrow will go away. We will be consoled. Ashvasana. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.